Carter, are you ready for our goddamn jam of the day?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, well, today, it's the middle of the winter. It's cold. But in our minds, life is always a beach. So we are going with.
Ain't it the truth, brother? Ain't it the truth?
And initially, I kind of thought about doing a Jimmy Buffett song because my friend JB, he played me this live. Jimmy Buffett live at Fenway, where he intros a song by talking about 9/11, and he's like, we lost a lot of parrot heads in those towers. It's like, wow, that is amazing. That is
truly, I mean, also, good for Jimmy Buffett for doing the due diligence to count the amount of parrot heads that went down in the Twin Towers.
Yeah, there were people, counting, there's
actually
firefighters and law enforcement and all that stuff. And then Jimmy Buffett was just like, a Hawaiian shirt. This guy, he must have been parrot head.
Right there in the lobby. They had a big meeting.
Oh, God. But anyway, yeah, so I was thinking about doing Jimmy Buffett, but then I realized, the next best thing, of course, is Kenny Chesney. No shirt, no shoes, no problem, which is very, very Jimmy Buffett influenced, I would say.
And may I say, before I even gave it a cursory listen, which I have heard this song before, obviously, I think most people have.
You were a bartender in Nashville.
Yeah, or I've been to a bar in the South.
Yeah, yeah.
And I gotta say, I give you props for choosing this song because this seems like a perfect I'm not wearing a mask in the comments.
Well, you've intuited, I think, the third comment down. So.
I mean, it writes itself.
Oh,
no
yeah.
mask, no virus, no problem, or something like that.
So, and I wanted to say before we get into this, I wanted to apologize to Jason Aldean because I said that Jason Aldean was the ugliest man in show business. And I forgot about the wiry, jerky-skinned, pin-headed, proportional homunculus that is Kenny Chesney, that sentient pair of Oakley wraparounds.
He does have a little acorn head, and it's very cute.
So, anyway, yeah, Kenny Chesney, uglier than Jason Aldean, officially. But yeah, let's
just ask Renee Zellweger.
Oh, boom, 2005 to 2005. That was how long they were married. So let's get down to these comments. First up, Kathy Ford from 2 years ago. No shirt, no problem. But you need something on your feet, Kenny. I've stepped on some crazy shit on the beach. So.
Okay. This is like a mom participation award comment where it's like, I've stepped on some crazy sand spurs. What a fun time and what a fun song. Now, I someone who comments that, I have my theories on what their political leanings may be, but they're not outright stating it, so I'm not going to go into it.
Yeah, P-Val from 9 months ago. Weirdos everywhere. Like your own son doing pranks instead of ghetto.
All right, that's a dumber mom.
I don't know what that means, unless this is like Steve-O's mom. Like, you got into pranks? What?
Instead of ghetto?
What? Ghetto, huh? What's that, Mom?
Yeah, I don't really know what to make of that one. It really makes me uncomfortable when moms use the term ghetto, though. So,
oh yeah, oh definitely.
We're one step closer to ripping that mask off and kissing your grandma on the beach, is what it feels like.
Well, as promised, 3 comments down, and I love the screen name, Crazed Paul from 6 months ago. No shoes, no socks, no shirt, no mask ever, no problems.
There it is.
Hey.
There it is.
We knew it was coming.
I love such a very, very blasé song. I mean, this song is like a fart that escaped. Like it doesn't make any noise, but it stinks horribly.
It's an SBD of the CMA.
It's an SBD while you're sleeping of songs, and for people to take it as an anti-mask anthem, which they would, any sort of any sort of like, we're not going to take it, no shoes, no clothes, is going to be taken as an anti-mask anthem, when really initially they were stripper Buffalo Wild Wings songs.
That's a perfect way to put this. It is definitely P-dub-dub radio classic, I'm sure. Harry Erection from 4 years ago.
Nice.
Kenny always looks like he has to take a monster poop. Which, that's just true.
Kudos on the observation. I feel like his head's going to deflate if he takes a huge shit.
It'll be like Tony Shalhoub's head after it gets shot off in Men in Black. It's just a little tiny.
You insensitive prick. God, I forgot how much that stings.
Kayla Secoy from 1 year ago. My grandpa went to Mexico, left his wife and kids, me and Morgan.
No wife, no kids, no problem.
I don't know.
Is that where this is going?
That's all it says, and I'm left to assume that Kayla is either like 6 years old and has no object permanence, and she's just like meant that he just went to Mexico for a vacation and by himself, or this is like a real tragedy. Like, grandpa disappeared into the jungles of Mexico, and we don't know where he is now.
That's just a setup for no wife, no kids, no problem.
I love this one. Jonathan Cullen from 6 years ago. But the salt is missing! Where's the salt, Kenny? Where's the goddamn salt?
No salt, no glass, no margarita.
I assume that's a reference to Margaritaville, searching for a lost shaker of salt, but it's just very funny.
Different person. Yeah, different person, different beach anthem.
I mean, they sound exactly the same. They have the little kettle drums and everything, but different songs.
This is totally his like attempt to make a Margaritaville thing, and it's just...
Oh, yeah. This was a hit, man.
I remember it.
Yeah.
I remember it being on the radio a lot, but... It's an attempt, and maybe an amiable attempt at that, where it's a very, I guess you could kind of consider Jimmy Buffett country by the very loosest of margins, too.
Yeah, I would say he was kind of folk rock at the beginning, and then he kind of veered. You know, he has all of his beach songs, obviously, because that was his thing. But, you know, towards the latter Buffett, for sure, we lost a lot of good parrot heads in 9/11 era Buffett. It's definitely skewed more country.
I think you could call this music beach shuffle.
Yes, definitely. This is some Chris Hansen shit here. Not Burst from 1 year ago. I'm 12 and so stressed out. I can relate to this.
It's Chris Hansen stuff from the beginning. I'm underage.
She says she's so stressed out. I can relate to this. Which
I'm 12 and I love taking my clothes off in public. You can find me on 123 Main Street and reach me at this phone number. My social security number is.
I'm so stressed out. I want a fat, creepy guy to rub my back. Are you somebody?
No, if you meet me in this parking lot, there won't be any shoes or shirts or problems. Come alone.
Bring condoms and wine coolers. I have lemonade and cookies.
You want to take a seat? Yeah. You want to have a seat?
Cuco from 1 year ago. I think Tim McGraw is conceited. He's a dog. There was a man here. 2 men. They don't like my girlfriend.
That's a pretty drunk train of thought right there.
It started off by being like, you suck Tim McGraw, and by the end it's like, my girlfriend's a whore.
Yeah, maybe my girlfriend can fuck Tim McGraw too, because she fucked Kenny Chesney. No shirt, no shoes, no problem. I got a problem with you acorn-headed fuck. Oh, Julia.
This one, I just like the reply. So, Raver Convict from 1 year ago said, I guess I like
feels a little Chris Hansen-y too. Or this seems like someone who's like baiting their Chris Hansen-y ones. Raver Convict.
I'm a drug dealer. I'm kind of bad, you know.
Yeah, I have a naughty side.
I got this pacifier, so when I'm on ecstasy, I don't grind my teeth.
And I wear this diaper because when I'm on ecstasy, I lose control of my bowels.
Oh, my orange jumpsuit is because I'm a convict.
And because I'm a Slipknot fan.
Raver Convict says, I worked the stage for this man back on the tour when he hit South Lake Tahoe, California. He walked 3 feet in front of me and looked me right in the eyes. I should have spoke to him. So that's I don't know.
I kind of agree with his approach. If Kenny Chesney walked right up to me and stared me right in the eyes, I'd be like, what? What do you want?
Yeah, why's your head so small?
Are you Kenny Chesney?
Why is your face made of leather?
Yeah. Then his mouth slowly opened and a high-pitched screech emerged. And his eyes rolled back.
He ate a whole egg.
Yeah. And then his eyes rolled back in his head and blood started streaming down his eye sockets. It's like, I think this is a dream you had.
Well, the comment, what I thought that was whatever, but the reply is what I wanted to focus on. So Raver Convict said that he was like a roadie for Kenny Chesney, I guess, and the reply comes from Country Music from 10 hours ago. So,
whoa, the official YouTube handle.
Country Music says, I appreciate your great support on my music career, and Happy New Year. Kindly get back to me on this cell phone number, 929-469-2510. So I just gave out Country Music's cell phone number, everybody. You're not going to get that anywhere else.
Well, I'll tell you, I've lived in Nashville. I've seen a lot of people chasing that dream with no success. They just needed that number. I'll tell you what, he gives out the number. Dr. Country Music gives out his number. You just got to look for it. No more playing in songwriters rounds and all that shit.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I think 929 is a New York area code, so Country Music apparently lives in New York City.
Yeah, I mean, the birthplace of country music.
Yeah. Sierra Hahn from 2 years ago. Hey, Kenny. Summer's coming where my family is. Get ready, Kenny. Which... Now, when they say where your family is, do they mean in like Australia where they have a different summer? I guess it's just Australia, but it's so creepy where it's like, hey, get ready, Kenny. Put on this crown of flowers and get into the yellow temple, Kenny. Summer's here.
Midsummer's here, and I'm going to kill you. Did seem a little ominous. Seemed a little ominous. I worry for all parties involved.
EP from 6 years ago. 2 Live Crew never had whites, Chinese, etc. I would love to drive on Kenny's boat with him. Such a great song.
Those two statements absolutely go together.
What is that first part about?
Does he doesn't mention 2 Live Crew in that song?
No, I don't. I genuinely have no idea, but just the 2 Live Crew never had whites, Chinese, etc. is, I don't think they specified. Face down, ass up. That's the way I like to fuck. It doesn't.
That's the way I like to fuck. Wait, is that even true?
Luther Campbell didn't specify. He's down for all of it. Well,
I mean, they're from Florida.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think there may have. Well, whatever. Either way, it's an insane thing to say, and I don't.
Zach Thompson from 6 years ago. Kenny Chesney, I'm a big fan, and you know what I mean? I like to get on the beach, and no shirt, no shoes, I'm a big dud. I work out every day, I'm a good singer, I just need guitar lessons, dud.
Another dream is shot into the YouTube ether. You'll get there, dud.
This one is very weird. Jan Hutt from 5 months ago. Kenny, we, as a family of 11, 5 boys, 5 girls, and me, we went to Normanville, Australia, Adelaide. We stayed 6 weeks near a beach. We love it. No shoes, no shirt for the boys, but girls would wore bikini tops. We got burnt, but we all good now. Hope you have a big family. It's great. Love it.
Hope you have a huge family.
That's how I want to conclude every letter I send from now on. Every email. Hope you have a big family.
Yeah, like I hope this letter finds your family huge. I hope you have 12 sons, beautiful sons. I hope you have enough family members to start a football team.
All right, I got 2 more. Colin Hartley from 7 years ago. A beautiful song, fabulous music, made my wife twirl. She is such a special woman, but
she has vertigo.
But I destroyed our marriage.
No. ...
This is supposed to be a happy song. ...
I love how his internal, like most YouTube comments, his internal dialogue got into it. And he was like, this is supposed to be a happy song. Damn it. Why can't you just enjoy something? Stop bringing her up, you dumbass.
Why were you mad at me for cheating? I like to watch you spin around to Kenny.
You spin around to Kenny and get all sick. I miss her so much. I miss cleaning up her yucky.
She was so stupid. She would just eat cookies and twirl and barf and just do it over and over.
And then it was my turn to clean up the yucky, and I screwed it up.
Instead of cleaning up her yucky, I went out and stuck my dick in some Strange. Now
I went out and fucked some Strange. I regret that Strange. What is it?
Come back.
Why does this song make me think about it? Why? I do have problems. I'm not wearing a shirt. I'm wearing shoes, though.
Just shoes.
Just shoes. Yeah, just shoes. No shirt, no underwear, no pants, glasses, and shoes.
Just shoes and gloves like my hero, Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's right. That's a big old butt crack stain on my computer chair. And I miss her.
I miss her. And finally, Been In It from 8 years ago.
That's a fucking great rap name. Ben, INNIT.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, and I love one of two things. Either it's funny because it's like I've been in it, or it's in it like in the British thing, like there'd be a question mark. It's been in it.
It's been in it. I suppose that's just been in it.
That's what he does. Fun. He just wears shoes and nothing else. That's been in it.
That's just been in it.
Been In It from 8 years ago. I had such a great time with this song in Myrtle Beach. We were on vacation there and got kicked out of this bar. And then we ended up at this little bar with a jukebox. I played this song, and I took off my shoes and my shirt. I turned around, and suddenly everybody in the bar had done the same thing. It was a great night. I always wanted to tell Kenny about that. I'm sure he would love it. This guy, first of all, that didn't happen. Second of all, this guy sucks.
No. Yeah. He was doing that at a shitty dive bar. He stood on a pool table, took his shirt off, turned around, looked at a mirror, and yelled, "Everyone's doing it!" And then he passed out.
Yeah, I just like that he's like, oh, I got kicked out of this other bar for some reason, so I went to this other bar and took my shirt off. It's like, I feel like I know why you got kicked out of that first bar.
Yeah, you were legally dead from how much alcohol you had soaked into your tissues.
You've painted a perfect picture of the evening, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's been in it.
That's been in it.
He goes in with no shirt.
Well, there's no problem with no shoes and no shirt, isn't it? I was right.
There were a lot of comments with like, love country from the UK. And it's like, yep, I know, because we're all from the same people. This is this is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there is something infectiously stupid about a lot of country. I got it.
Well, that is Kenny Chesney and the song No Shirt, No Shoes, No Problems. And that is our jam of the day.